Asian studies and co-funding, they are very central to being able to realize my dream as a filmmaker professor. Because of this funding, I could go to India and shoot, also take my students from Madras to Nagapattinam, the sea coast. And it was a very important moment because 10 years passed and now they want and go to lament again with the same mother, the sea, who gives endlessly these fish for them to survive. And at the same time, she was the one through tsunami who took away their life as well. Nagapattinam, waves from the deep, is about Indian Ocean, Indonesia, India, tsunami, and a trauma of the South Indians. I come from a small village, which is just about 1 hour from the extreme southern tip, Kanyakumari in India. In journalism department, I teach production courses. So that is how I straddle, with this history of my production. I got my students involved in the production as well of documentaries. So I was invested in, seeing what is happening with, all the money that is pouring in, from all over the world because of technology, because of social media. I was also moved, that people are contributing. I was very moved when I read a small piece of news that students in Germany were contributing, their pocket money for that week. Young children, they saw, death of people, the bodies of people washed ashore because of tsunami or houses devastated. So it moved me. So I wanted to follow, does all this money really go to the people? Because it has come from a place we should honor, from a child's heart. So every 2 years when I used to go to India as a single man crew, I will shoot with PD, that PD 170 camera I had. So over 10 years, I will always use that stuff, what I shoot in my documentary classes, to talk about trauma and representation. Finally, after 2014 December, when they had the 10th anniversary, then I got a little bit of objectivity. I moved slightly away from that material. Then I started putting it together. So then I made it into a 70-minute documentary. So that is called Nagapattinam, which is the name of the place. Waves from the deep. That how tsunami has also given rise to other waves. So many stories which are told, which maybe in a very normal situation we might not want to talk about. I got the funding, to go there for the 10th anniversary and shoot, take my students from Madras, in a van and shoot. And that component is very important, for the film, that commemoration, when all these women gather. And in our culture and tradition, lamentation is so important for appeasing the soul. So it's a, very complex moment to be put into words, the trauma. Only images and sound can do, So it was very important to document, and it could be done only because of Asian studies and co-funding. So that is, the trajectory, and all these films, my students are involved in a very central way. They have done, the camera, the editing. So my students' contributions are immense in all my projects. So I'm, very proud of them. And from that angle, this work is fulfilling for me, as a teacher filmmaker.